Today we look for good Pokemon deals for sealed product coming up and what's out there really, because I showcase a lot of different deals every week, but I want to take it a step further this week and kind of share with you some different websites, different stores, online stores that you could potentially buy from as options and opportunity to acquire product you otherwise might not be able to find so easily. So let's dive in to today's setup here with our Thirsty Thursday, our Pokemon deals that we are thirsty for. We are going to jump right in. I'm not going to mess around anymore. Here we have Smoke and Mirrors going into Surging Sparks. Now, a lot of things have already been selling out because these deals were so good. $129 for the pair of a booster box and an ETB from Surging Sparks. That's probably one of the best I've seen. They do have a minimum of $150 to get free shipping, but not hard to get there if you're already at $130 almost there. So not too difficult. If you're going for a case of Surging Sparks, 10 being a case, you're going to be at $32.99 per ETB at that $329.99. That's still available. You can do it. The ETB on its own, $33.99, so $34, which may be one of the better prices I've seen. This for the booster bundle at $18.99, pretty fantastic. And then adding on, maybe this is the thing that tips you over to getting that free shipping, $2.99 for a sleeve booster pack. That's pretty good there. A lot of other stuff is sold out, but it doesn't mean it's gone forever. It's a good place to go and check because they probably will get a new allocation or a restock. Maybe they're only pushing this out in certain quantities for the initial pre-order, and then they'll release more. I don't know exactly how they function or what their protocol is, but not a bad thing to kind of bookmark some of these pages as future places you could go. One I don't really look to all that often, but kind of caught my eye today, Safari Zone Collectibles. They got a lot of different stuff, but with the Pokemon, I was noticing they have a lot of things that are not as easy to find right now today. For instance, Pokemon Hidden Fates Elite Trainer Box. You can get it on TCG Player, sure, but this being a little bit more of a reputable store, you might be a little more comfortable going in this way for them. So we also have Astral Radiance showing up here, Brilliant Stars showing up. Yes, you're going to be paying for those a little bit inflating prices now because of the market pushing them this direction, but if availability is your concern, it looks like it's still out there, people. There's still availability. I mean, we're even going back to Vivid Voltage, building battle boxes here, Fusion Strike ETB, and beyond here. So interesting place to maybe check out if you're looking to see what else is out there, and if you're not able to get a hold of it so easily, maybe there's some potential to pick it up here in this place here. Josh's Cards, another one I've mentioned on the channel many times. Just want to introduce the fact that they do often have Japanese options for Pokemon cards. We will get to Chinese versions soon here, so that was on my mind. But we do have Japanese for the second half of what we'll see in Surging Sparks with the Super Electric Breaker. All right, so that's the second half of the Surging Sparks set that we will see here stateside, but this is the Japanese counterpart. It always comes out first, then we get our sets based off of that. They obviously have other good deals, but it was good to point out that they sometimes have that. They do a lot of single cards too, if you're looking to pick some things up, and even graded cards. This one here, if you're looking for different languages, PokeNE is a great place to go. Not always the best deals on certain things, but I've found if you're looking for alternate languages of cards, you can usually find some variety here, and that is a good resource. Instead of going through different sites that you need to have it translated through Google or whatever, and you got to create up these accounts to make sure it can get through there. It feels a little uncomfortable at times. This one is based in the US, so you can feel a little bit more comfortable about their products already being stateside, and you're not going to be waiting a long lead time on shipping or anything like that. You will be paying more than typical MSRP from those specific countries where it's from, because there's a lot more coming in here. It's a lot more traffic between that country getting it here and then having to pass that on to you. So you are paying a little bit more for that opportunity, but the opportunity is a little bit more secure. I have purchased from them in the past. Good store, and he runs a YouTube channel as well, just kind of going through his day-to-day running a 7-figure store. So it's a big store for being just a little online shop. But you can see that even still, we have $11.99 for the 3-pack blister here. That's pretty good. That's what we're looking for in these early pre-release deals here on things like Surging Sparks. The Grand Adventure Collection here, $16, not bad from what we've seen. That's right on target for where it should be at. $38 for the ETB might be a little bit more, but not a bad option if you're kind of bundling some things together. So you can kind of sift through and see what's here for the normal day-to-day, but then we can get into specifically the different Japanese options here. So doing loose packs as well as the boxes themselves. So if we were looking for that 151, I know this was a good place to go ahead and get it. In fact, it seems to be available at $100, which in today's pricing is not that bad. Look at that. I didn't realize that's available. This is super tempting. I do not have the $390 to go for it, but that is so tempting because of those cards. So I always get a little bit of a temptation when I come to PokeNE because it's interesting. I'd like to have some of this stuff that I probably just keep sealed and hold on to long term. More of I find it interesting rather than an investment piece. So if you're looking for it, every once in a while he pops up these little grouped packs of just a little bit of variety at a reasonable price that you can kind of get a sampling, and that'd be for somebody like me who just wants to have a little bit of that available but not really do anything with it, just have it there as a piece to hold. There's another one that I'm tempted by at $350. That's the UPC, basically from Celebrations, but the Japanese version, the 25th anniversary golden box. Anyways, we can keep going here into the Chinese Pokemon cards here. Simplified Chinese Pokemon is how it's labeled here. And we have not as many in the variety, but a variety nonetheless that you could go through and see what that set is. Taking a look, obviously this one has that look, it's Lost Origin there, and this would be for a box, I'm guessing, yeah, booster box, and a jumbo pre-order. I don't know, that looks like it's just listed similar, same price, I don't know. So you got to look at this stuff. 6 jumbo packs, 24 slim packs. Okay, so that's what we're looking at. You gotta pay attention to the details there, Rob. Okay, we can go there. Moving on into the Korean, same kind of story. There's stuff available, $4 for 151. If you just want to have the opening experience, the fun of it, and you don't really care what language it's in, maybe going with the Korean is a good way to go. The Thai Pokemon cards, I've bought some promos that were available in only a few languages, Thai being one of them, to bring that price down for me. But still, you are paying a good premium here because they are not the least expensive as far as foreign language cards by any means. So interesting to see some of the things here, some older stuff here looking like Sun and Moon era as well. Interesting there. And Indonesian, another one listed on his site. So a good variety, good thing to look at. Something that might be of interest to you. Again, this is kind of an introduction to other online stores as an option. We've talked about Forge and Fire before. I thought it was good to bring them up here just because I like the fact that they have the singles and the case option on many things here. $35 for the ETB, that's about as good as I can find, unless you're going to be doing a lot and you can get free shipping and you can find another $1 or $2 off, but it gets pretty tight and difficult to make that happen. Then you have to reach these thresholds for the free shipping, and what's really going to do your best in spreading your collection dollars there. 107 there, I think we've seen a little bit better, but not too bad there. If that Smoke and Mirrors deal was available, I'd say get it, but this is probably close to the next best, getting closer into that 140 mark, which is 100 for the booster box, 40 on the ETB. Okay, 105 on the booster box, 35 on the ETB. Slice it how you want. But it's really about justification in your budget and what you're finding elsewhere, what you want to bring into your collection or have available for opening. Game Nerds is another good one. I've not been a fan of how they've laid out their site lately. The different search criteria, a lot of these things fail. It doesn't seem to operate the way it should. When you go by the sealed product and then listing by newest available and stuff, things don't seem to be working right exactly on their site. So it takes a little bit of navigating. It wasn't always the case, but it seems to be a recent problem. But it takes a little navigating. If you want to search directly for what it is you're looking for, you can usually come up with it then. 37.5 on the ETB, 105 on the booster box there for Surging Sparks, and we have the case available. Before we go further, we're talking about all the stuff you can buy. How about the stuff you can get for free? I can get you a Crown Zenith Galarian Articuno tin for free for being a part of the channel, really, and meeting at that 2,500 threshold of subscribers to do this giveaway. In addition to that tin, I am also doing 2 of the 3-pack blisters from Stellar Crown and a Pokemon Mystery Prize. All you got to do is like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you go to the description below. I spell it out exactly how this giveaway works and what's going on. We're really close to that 2,500 subscribers, so we're almost there. If you've already done it, share it out to somebody else, help you get there, and then have that opportunity to win. But all you got to do is follow that link, leave a comment on that video, and you're good to go. That's how you enter. But back to Game Nerds, looking at Stellar Crown, and actually I wanted to point something out here. the fact that this set has come out, it's been out for a little bit here, just a couple weeks, and it's already sold out in a lot of areas. So if you're still looking to pick stuff up, you can find them on the shelves, but at a better deal there. 37.5 on the ETB at least is available. We may see some restocks coming up soon places. Wanted to put this on the radar for 151. If we see a reprint, maybe here's another resource for you in using Game Nerds. Everything's preloaded already. These prices don't mean exactly what it's going to be. If we get a reprint, they're probably not going to be jumping off on $100 in ETB. Maybe they'll bring it back down to the $50 range, $55, I don't know. So we'll have to see how that plays out if we get that reprint happening for this fall and into the Christmas season. A+ Collectibles, another one I've shared numerous times, but I wanted to point out the $11.99 for the 3-pack blister for Surging Sparks. Now this is the target I'm looking for as far as price point or better. I think when they had Stellar Crown first put out, it was $10.99 for a little bit, then they bumped it up to the $11.99, and now actually if we were to go find that, I think I had it pulled up. Let me see over here, it might be the next page. Yeah, it's already jumping up to the $12.99, so it is available, but it's going to start creeping up in price as product is getting unloaded, as people are opening it up and becomes less and less common. Again, a reprint would solve everything, and it's not to say Stellar Crown won't get one, because to be honest, it's a good set, and I think it will see a reprint. It's just way too early to tell at this point if it's necessary or needed, and you still have the opportunity for booster boxes. Here's some options here with some Japanese. I think I picked up some of the Stellar Miracle on my own just to kind of fulfill a threshold for free shipping, because they were at like 99 cents for a brief time. Maybe it was down to 99. I'd have to double check. So every once in a while there's like a really good deal on a loose pack or two here, and you just toss them in to get to that free shipping mark as an opportunity. I know maybe people are past Shrouded Fable, but if you're looking, the only ones that really stand out to me are the Kingdra EX and Greninja EX promos. These are at MSRP, so at least it's available to you there. You can go with a whole mini tin display for $90. That's not a bad price. Too bad it's not a great set. We have the Pokemon Center. Now, normally I don't look at Pokemon Center for any sort of deals to get, but just kind of what's out there, availability. When we look at Pokemon Center exclusive ETBs, obviously it's the only place you can go unless you're doing secondary market, which is almost always, I gotta be specific there, it's almost always going to be a markup on that price because you can get it off the Pokemon Center. I just wanted to point out they have a bunch of new product coming in here, and one particular one caught my eye because finally they ended up doing something that really made sense here, the special delivery box. Let's take a quick look at what this means here. So it looks like a mystery box. We don't know what we're doing here. We've had the special delivery Bidoof, special delivery Pikachu, special delivery Charizard. This is not a new concept here of having the special delivery fill in the blank there, but now they're finally going to give you a special delivery through a mystery box of sorts. You're going to have this box here that, oh, it ships that way, then you could turn it inside out. That's clever and really cheap, because, you know, why do the double box? But okay, fine, it's a cute little gimmick that you could do that, have the interior decorated and then flip it out to making that box there as a little extra collection piece or whatever. You have these different figures available here, different plushies to go in there, different sets of pin collections and hats, and then there's different sleeves. It looks like we're just trying to unload a lot of product that they want to get rid of, but it's a pretty creative way to do it. And of course, some packs here, Sun and Moon listed. That's interesting. So what do you ultimately, you get one figure, 2 plushies, 1 pin set. It's going to be 3 pins. You get 1 hat, 1 set of card sleeves. It's 65 sleeves, but it's just 1 pack, and they'll have the same design there. And then 4 booster packs, 4 booster boxes. That'd be a great deal. 4 booster packs, and you have the different sets. I'm guessing this is all they're looking at putting in there. Kind of cool that you could get Paldea involved in there. $50, is this great? Probably not. However, if you want a hat and you're not really caring which one you get, even though you'd prefer the Charizard or that Pikachu, I don't know, that's just me, and you don't really care what kind of pin set you'd want to get, even though you definitely probably have a specific one you'd want for sure, and you're open to the, like, you see where I'm going with this? Complete mystery out of the Pokemon Center. It's an interesting concept. I don't know if this is something I would be interested in, but it could be a fun way of going for maybe a younger child or something, just giving them a little variety, a little bit of fun to open up and enjoy it there, and adding a little bit something that may be more unique that they otherwise wouldn't have an opportunity to get. So I thought that was an interesting piece there. As far as all the latest new stuff, it's a lot of play mats and sleeves and deck boxes and things like that. Things that sell out over time. Sometimes if they're really popular, I could see Dragonite and Pikachu getting picked up here and there. The designs are pretty cool and everything, but I tend to stay away from those. They're just not for me, and they don't really do much in my journey as a Pokemon collector. Obviously, we still have all the different products online here. Good to see that these Pokemon Center ETBs aren't drying up so quick, but hopefully this gave you a good taste of just different places you can go, different things to think about and look at when we're looking at this Thirsty Thursday, different Pokemon deals. And yeah, there are a few good deals here, but for the most part, it was an introduction to here's some other places to check. I've bought from some, I haven't bought from others, so I just want to put it out there that I don't know what experience you're going to have with these particular storefronts. Some I've usually mentioned as I go that I've bought from them, so if I don't say that, chances are I didn't buy from them. So something to think about. Maybe we can think about one last thing, just going in for that free Galarian Articuno tin from Crown Zenith to one lucky winner, and we have the 2 3-pack blisters from Stellar Crown, 2 additional winners, and a Pokemon mystery prize. 4 winners overall. All you got to do is like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell because I post 7 days a week. And with that, I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.